What's going on, YouTube? If you have seen what's going on with the channel, we have episode 1 and 2 of the World Tour up. So I'm going to take a break from the World Tour for just a little bit, and we are going to go ahead and do another vehicle build. I showed off using my slider in the first 2 episodes of the World Tour. You can see the build guides for that later or earlier on in my channel, and I'm going to take it a step further and show you how to turn that same small vehicle into an actual airplane or helicopter. So I would like to go ahead and take this time to introduce the Triuck Slidaer, literally. All right, so yes, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take it up for a quick flight, show you how nice and simple, running into a wall, nice and simple travel is with this small little airplane or helicopter, whichever way you'd like to look at it. Again, it uses that dynamic base, the same thruster pattern, and really the only thing different is 2 extra thrusters, the roof, and this one is a little bit more extended. So we're gonna just go ahead and fly it over here into some open space. As you can see, flies nice, smooth. You can gain altitude pretty easily. Likes to turn nice and smooth. Turn off the thrusters and turn on one of the front thrusters to descend. And then just come right on nice and down, just like so. All right, so I went ahead and I emptied out my inventory. I've got 2 pieces of glass and 2 torches here. If you do not have the Star Wars kits unlocked yet or do not have specific pieces here, I think the only piece that you might not have would be the white flooring, which you can just use regular wood for, or the headlights. The headlights, I'm using the new Tinker's lights from the Star Wars kits, but as you can see, it's a nice, simple little build. It's got a little bit of storage. I guess that is from the Durburger set. But to go ahead and rebuild it and get an accurate parts list, let's just go ahead and break it down. I probably should have used a different... There we go. There we go. Nice quick little choppy chop. And like I said, in doing so, I can collect all the materials and pause for a second. There is your inventory list. Like I said, if you do not want to use the Star Wars light, then there you go. So basically, without lights, that top section, those 8 materials, that's all you need to build this flyer, is those 8 materials. And then the other 2 options, the 2 down below, those are going to be your options for lights. Obviously, if you want to use different lights, completely go for it. These are just what I used for this specific build. So we're going to start with the medium dynamic base, and then just like our sliders, which you can again look back at those tutorials if you want to make one of those for just the ground, or if you wanted this extended version for the ground as well, then you would just subtract 2 of the thrusters. So we do this to give us that whole little front end, and then this piece is going to go in there. Make sure it's lined up flush with the front. In doing so, that's going to give us the anchor point for our thrusters. It's going to put it right in the center of that basically the wheel well. Just nice. And that's going to be our turning. So then our thrust forward, just like so. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the windshield. We're going to do the windshield. We're just going to line it up, not like that. We're going to line it up better than that. Line that up right there, just like so. All right, and then usually I put the lights on last, but let's go ahead, put those 2 on. I'm going with these Tinker's light. They are from one of the Star Wars sets. I want to say they're just from doing the Star Wars Village. Don't quote me. I could be wrong. Feel free to let me know in the comments if I am. But again, here's that beachy floor. If you wanted to do it with just the normal wood floor, you can. If you do it with something else, you're going to change the weight of the vehicle. So you may have to adjust thrusters a little bit if you do so. But this just simply goes right there. We're going to put it right there. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to go over 2, and then we're going to do this 8x2. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to the center one, just like so. Just give us a little bit of a lip, a little bit of a wing, if you would, just like so. And then we can add our last 2 thrusters. Again, if you're using something different, if you're using granite for the roof, you may need to move them in one stud. I've done it in my sandbox world, and that was the one difference to make it more comparable that I had to do. Somehow I'm short a thruster and a rod. Nothing went up, did it? Okay. So, really? Bitsy? Now is not the time to just hide there. Go ahead and come in here. Thruster and rod. Let's grab those. Thruster, blast powder, and rod. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, why I ended up being short one, but there we go. And then you can use whatever seating you want. I prefer using the large driver's seat. And we're just gonna nudge that in right into that little crevice, like so. Then this one I use to transport everyone around my world. So if we were to do an actual in-game world tour or something, this would be our travel vehicle for that. Just line it up and scoot it over. You want it to be on the edge there, lined up with the other seats. All right, so if you do not have any of the sets, again, I've said before in some of those earlier, in those tour guides, I love the Durburger set. Another part of why I love it is these little cabinets that you can put just about anywhere. If you don't have these cabinets, you could put a saddlebag here, or you might even be able to figure out changing the weight around a little bit to have an actual full-size chest. But I just like doing that. Then, just to add to the glide portion, we're going to add 2 red balloons. 2 red balloons. And come back in, and again, we're going to keep the same pattern with the seats. If you want to use any of the other seats, by all means, feel free to do so. But we're just going to take it 2 studs away from that chest, or from that little cabinet. And again, 2 studs away from that one. And then here, we're going to go again 2 studs away. And then we're going to go 1, 2, and oh, there we go. There we go. So now my inventory should be basically empty, just like so. And yeah, so from there, we just got to adjust our thrusters. So we want to keep these 2 on the same channel. That way, when we're going forward, we're also going up. And then we're going to adjust these to channel 1. This one to channel 1. That's going to be that turning thruster. And this one to channel 2. And that is literally it. It is that simple, that small of a parts list. And then you are ready for takeoff. Right into the air. No wheels. No thrusters. No batteries needed, no motor, and you are off and on your way. It's small, easy to rebuild, accurate. I don't know, what else do you need? And maybe a little bit more storage, but again, there might be other ways to squeeze a chest in. You just may have to change some thrusters around. If you do make a variant of this, please let us know. Send us pictures in Discord. If you haven't joined Discord already, feel free to do so. Like, comment, subscribe. Just a short little glider, slider, airplane. That's it. That's it. Have fun. Let us see what you build. Bye.